Welcome friends, today I'm going to show you how to run through The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past in around 3 minutes. So I already got my name in there and we're ready to go. Alright, so we just try to get through this dialogue as fast as we can. The story of this game's actually pretty good if you legitimately play through it, but we're just gonna skip through this as fast as we can. The setup for the beginning of the story is just basically Zelda telling us telepathically that we need to come down to the castle. Calic, I'm going out for a while. Don't leave the house. Alright, now that we finally have control, that's exactly what we're going to do. Don't worry about that chest over there, it's got the lantern in it, and we don't need any items for this run. In the beginning of the game like this, there's really only one way that you can go. All the other paths are really blocked, so you're sort of forced to go up to the castle. But something that I want you to notice is how it's raining. That'll be really funny for later. Normally, after you beat this first part of the game, it won't be raining anymore. But just pay attention to how it's raining for now. After we fall in this hole, we just turn around the corner and our uncle's gonna give us the sword. We really don't need it, but there's only one way to go, and he talks to you as soon as you pass by him anyway, so we're sort of forced to take it. So now we just run out this door and right up these steps to go outside. So after we come out here, we just want to turn the corner right quick and go straight into the castle. Don't worry about fighting any of these guys, you can just run right past them. It's okay if you get hit right here, but on the second time around it'll be really important that you don't take any damage there. You'll see what I mean in a minute. So we're just gonna run right off this ledge up here, and when we're about halfway down in mid-air, hit the select button, and then pick save and quit. This will basically restart the game, but so long as you don't actually turn off the game, it will continue to remember some of the things about your last/current game state. So now we'll just reselect our game file and pick back right up where we left off. So right now the game remembers a position on the floor for our character, but what it remembers is wrong because we reset in mid-air. But if we get hit, the game will check what our position is and it will reset. So it's important that for our trip back to the castle that we don't get hit, because we want that to happen at a specific place after we go up the stairs. Now we just walk left into this room over here and go to the left side of this balcony and then just walk right into that enemy. This has the game recalculate our position. And because we've continued our file having the game misremember this value, after we take that hit, the game decides that we are now on the ground level, even though there actually isn't any ground under this floor. But what's really cool is that so long as we are underneath or inside the walls, we can just walk right through them. And something about this game is that all of the dungeons are programmed together on this one really big map. Even though if you were playing the game normally you wouldn't ever know. So basically, we just have to navigate our way to the last dungeon, because they're all connected in some way. And we can even just walk right past Ganon. And that's what that event was that got triggered right there. We just entered Ganon's room and walked right past it. And if we walk right up into the next room, that's where the Triforce is, and walking into this room cues the credits. Welcome, Calic. I am the essence of the Triforce. Now touch it with a wish in your heart. So this is where it gets goofy. Look, it's still raining, even though normally after you beat the game when it would run the credits it wouldn't be raining like this. And the sprites for the rain aren't even moving, they're just still. And then what is even happening here in the church? And some of the characters' sprites are grayed out and they're not in full color. Look, and every other place that you go is weird like that too, where it's still kinda raining, and you can still hear the sound of the rain too over the credits music. It's like every place that you go, it's still raining. Even though in each of these scenes it shouldn't be raining, even in this one where it's all happy and they're singing. And then even here, where the credits are rolling, the rain is still going. It just looks really funny. It must have something to do with clearing that first castle triggers the rain going away. But since we never actually beat that dungeon, then I guess the game still thinks it's raining. Alright, so if after the credits you restart the game, it remembers your last location. So like if you had just beat Ganon, you would start back on top of that pyramid in the Dark World. And we do indeed start back on top of that pyramid, but this is cursed as hell. I mean, look at that thing. What even the heck is that? What is going on with that thing? And normally, if you were on top of the pyramid, you could see a little setting in the background. There'd be a little sunset and a house back there and some trees. A whole little horizon would be back there, but it's just grayed out while it's raining. It's just like every enemy in this game is corrupt. All the sprites are corrupt. Even the trees are corrupt. Look at this bomb guy throwing bombs. I'm gonna try to see if I can kite this enemy over here and blow him up with one of these bombs. Got him. You can't attack anything by yourself because you're stuck in bunny form, because we don't have the moon pearl. Look at that bomb guy. It's like he's throwing spears. The sprites are bombs, but they're behaving like spears. And we also don't have any items that we can use, but I don't think you could use any of the items anyway when you're stuck in the bunny form. There's just not really a whole lot that we can do except look around in this cursed world. And look at these guys. It's like that little projectile that they shoot is the tunic that you wear. You can't really go anywhere because all of the different paths are each blocked by items that you get from the dungeons, and since we don't have any of the items, we really can't go anywhere. The only place that we can really go is to that first temple in the Dark World. But since we're in the bunny form, that monkey isn't gonna come down and talk to us and open the door, so we can't even get in the first dungeon. You can still talk to this guy even though we're in the bunny form, he'll still talk to us. But he's a monster too, I guess. And with nowhere else for us to go, really the only thing that we can do is to just die. But what's really interesting is that when you die, instead of restarting back at the pyramid like you think that you would, it restarts you here. And everything is back to normal. We're right here at the beginning of the game again. It's like we never actually beat the game in the first place, and it was all just a dream.